Hey guys, welcome back. We are here with my last album review of January 2023 already. Today I'm hopping back in time and looking at a classic album. It is Aerosmith's debut self-named album that was released in 1973. I feel it is an interesting album. Let's go ahead and hop to this album. This is the debut album by the band that was released on January 5th, 1973. The album turned 50 earlier this month. With only 8 tracks on the album, there is a runtime of about 36 minutes. I know this is for another topic for a different time, but if I ever come up with a video for it or talk about it in one of my live streams, this was typical at the time. Looking back at this era of, like the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even into the early 80s, a lot of artists were more about quantity than quality, as they were pushing out as many albums and songs as they possibly could, rather than focusing on trying to make the songs sound well. Part of it was also limitations on physical media, as well as these different products can hold so much on them, which is why a lot of tracks at the time were 3 minutes or less. Yes, you occasionally see some tracks that were like 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes in length, but you commonly saw tracks that were 3 minutes in length or less. Now, with the internet and streaming being a thing now, it can practically be endless, as an artist can practically release 50 tracks at a singular time with a good 2 or 3 hour run time or longer. With me being off topic, let's go back into the album review. Honestly, I don't know why I even include this, but I figured it would be interesting to have some sort of opinion about this topic in this video. I found this to be interesting, but most of the band members had never been in a recording studio up to this point. Steven Tyler was familiar with the process, as he had been in several previous groups up to this point. The band was heavily influenced by many British blues rock bands of the 1960s, such as the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, the Yardbirds, and Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Dream On is the only track on this album with Steven Tyler's normal singing voice. All the other track, he changes his voice, as, not only was it Steven Tyler, but the whole band was nervous about performing and recording this studio album, as they feared they weren't going to be going in the right direction, and they really weren't sure what they should be doing, as they were a new band. Let's go ahead and hop into the tracks. We start the album off with Make It. I feel it is a decent track with this instrumental, and I did enjoy the guitars, with vocals not being my favorite on this track and throughout the album, as again Steven Tyler changed his voice on all but one track. I didn't feel they were overall horrible here on Make It. Dream On is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite track on the album, especially since it shows off Steven Tyler's actual singing voice. I love his range on the track, and it also showcases his screams. I love the piano on the track as well. It just adds another layer into the track. I feel it is a nice touch. Lyrically, it's about trying your best to accomplish any of your dreams. This one's gonna be short and simple, but I feel Mama Kin is a decent track. I did enjoy the instrumental here. I feel the guitars went well. I'll close us out with Walking the Dog. I feel it is a decent track to close the album off with. I feel it has interesting vocals, as again, Steven Tyler changed his vocals. It also has an enjoyable instrumental with those guitars and drums going. My favorite tracks are Dream On and Walking the Dog. Today, I'll be giving this album a 3.5 out of 5. For its time, it's not a horrible album, but not one of the best. It is, however, a decent start for a debut album to see where they could go from there, which we have seen over the past 50 years, where they have went and what they have done. I did find parts of the album enjoyable, but one of my dislikes was Steven's voice, as it's not his actual voice, with the exception of Dream On. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Next week, I'll be looking at Watch the Throne by Jay-Z and Kanye West.